Hi guys! So today I thought I'd finally get to break out my Naked 3 palette and do kind of a tutorial on it. I wanted it to be kind of like a softer pink look because a lot of the ones I looked at were smoky on YouTube. So I thought I'd start with like a soft pink lip and then kind of play, or soft pink eyes, and kind of play with the different colors so that I could get a feel for them. I just opened it and used it today, so I'm really excited. I'm gonna show you, this is what the eye look will look like. So it's just really soft and neutral, but with pinks instead of like your typical neutral colors. Just get my hair out of the way. And I'm going to first use my MAC paint pot in Let's Skate. So this is just a shimmery pink, and this will be a good base. I already have Urban Decay's Sin on my eye, the primer, since there is an eyeshadow too. My hair is just like fling. So that just gives it more of a tacky base. I like to use both because this one, if you have oily lids like the MAC paint pots or Maybelline tattoo color, are like really good for oilier skin, oiler lids. So then I'm going to take the Naked 2 palette and I'm going to use Dust, which is this really shimmery pink, this one, which a lot of people complained about fallout, which I can kind of see, but you just have to play with it a little bit. And then Buzz, which is kind of this more pinky toned pink. It's a little bit deeper. You can kind of see the difference. I'm trying to avoid my mirror. This isn't the most perfect setup for filming because I want you guys to be able to see, so my mirror's like right here so I can see. And then I'm going to use a little bit of Blackheart. You'll see where I use it. And that one's a really cool color. I like that one a lot. So I'm going to start with just my MAC 213 brush. This one's blue because it was in the Wonder Woman collection. And I'm going to pick up Dust. And I always wet the brush so that I can pick up more color that way. And it doesn't seem to flake as much then. So I'm just putting that all over my eyelid. Then I'm going to take some of that Buzz with the same brush because it's a very similar color, but it'll add just a little bit of definition on the outer third. It's not the perfect lighting. Yesterday's lighting seemed a lot better and it was actually dark out, so maybe I have to film at night. Or it could just be because that light's interfering, but it's hard to tell. Now I'm going to take my 226 brush, which is kind of like a shader brush, but I like to use it in my crease. And I don't wet this one. I just gonna put a little bit of Blackheart on it. Can't really tell, but just enough, and I'm gonna pull that into my crease. This is gonna add dimension, but because it's such a stark contrast to the other colors, I'm taking Buzz and blending that over top of it. I started with just Buzz in the crease and it just wasn't enough of a difference to leave it like that. Now I'm going to take my 213 and I use the same technique basically, but just to make the colors a little more vivid on my lids, I put the same colors over where they were, kind of up to the crease again. But now I have that definition already done, plus these can stand out because they're patted on fresh. I do really like this Dust shade. I wish it wasn't harder to work with, but you can't complain too much. And I pulled a little bit of dust and a little bit of buzz underneath my lid. Just kind of going halfway with both of them. That way I can take, this is my 212 brush, and you can see it's just a flat. A lot of people use these for gel liners, and I never could use it for that. I just don't like the line it gives me, but I like to use it with shadow for my under eye lower lashes. So I just put that in there, and then I took 224 shader brush and just blend it so that it's not so stark. And that gives me, because I'm not going to use any liner on my waterline, as you can tell, it just defines my lower lashes a little bit. And I already have one coat of mascara on, because we're done with the eyeshadow. And I do really like this palette. I'm going to do a review on my blog with swatches and stuff like that. So you can kind of check that out. I'll put a link below. And I'm going to curl my lashes. I already have one coat of this same mascara on because I tend to do 3 coats, and that takes a long time to film 3 coats, drying in between. So I curl at the base and then curl kind of halfway, and then at the base again. Now I picked this up again, the Falsies Volume Express and Flared, but this one's the waterproof. I feel like waterproof holds the curl better than non-waterproof. Always end up with either brush hairs or an eyelash that likes to stray. This is one of my all-time favorite mascaras. And usually mascaras are too wet for me right out of the packaging. I have to like almost keep them out for a while so that they dry out so I can use them, because they're less, the wetter they are, the more they tend to just weigh my lashes down. But this stuff seems pretty dry out of the package, like not too dry where I feel like it's, you know, no good, but it's perfect to be used right away. Now I'm gonna go on to cheeks. So I decided to use my Benefit Posie tint because I want to keep with the kind of natural pinks. And you gotta be really quick with this, but you want to blend it into your cheeks. And I like the Benetints because they do kind of make it very natural glow. It's not too heavy, it's not too bright really, and it's blendable. I'm going to let this dry and I can go back and put another layer on. I like that, and they last, of course, because they're tints. I actually didn't do foundation today, which is funny because I just forgot. I did concealer and my normal routine for concealer and then forgot to do foundation, which is really odd for me to forget such a step. But I started powdering my face and was like, oh, well, it's already done and my face isn't looking too bad. So when I put the concealer over the necessary areas, it covered up anything that was bugging me. So I already did my foundation, powder, contouring, that kind of stuff. So all I've got left is cheeks and lips, and then obviously my eye. So now I'm going to go in and put one more dab of this on. Focusing on the apples of my cheeks, and then I just kind of blend it out and up a little bit. And you can use this on your lips. I do like this one on my lips. It's really pretty colored, but I'm not going to do that today just because I wanted to keep a really neutral lip. And I'll do that real quick just because I'm waiting for everything to dry. I'm using Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie in Icon. I got these for Christmas in a little kit. And this one is kind of a nude with really pretty pink champagne shimmers. so much easier to just wear a gloss with my lip ring. My lips are actually still stained a little bit of red in the middle because I wore red yesterday for lipstick. So you can just see it just imparts pretty much a shine. It doesn't put any real color. And if I was going to pick a lipstick to wear with this, I'd probably just do a really neutral one. I have Neutrogena Pink Splash. I think this was like their lip shine or something. I'm not sure they still make this anymore. I wasn't planning on wearing that, but I feel like I need a little bit more color on my lips. I'm not used to just wearing a gloss unless it's a really pigmented gloss, so this helps me feel more put together. Now my mascara should be done, so I'm gonna go in and curl using the same kind of technique at the base and then halfway or at the ends. It kind of ends up either way. I feel like after I curl my lashes always end up clumping. So my solution to that is I just put on a third coat and then don't curl my eyelashes, because with it being that this mascara keeps the curl, I don't have to curl them a last time, even though I'm used to doing that step. I'll wait on that till I get done, but I'm going to take my Physicians Formula Eye Booster liner. And I'm going to do a really thin line above my top lashes. Usually when I get towards the end, that's when I want the line to extend from my bottom lashes, so I just kind of follow that invisible line, and I follow it up towards the end of my eyebrow. And then it's just connecting. And follow shading in what the spot is. And then I kind of glance to make sure that they're even. This one's a little less thick, so all I gotta do is do that, and voila, now they're much closer. And you want the length and the thickness to look about right, so you can see that they're very similar. And then I'm gonna take my L'Oreal gel cream, gel eyeliner, and this is just in black, so I love this stuff. L'Oreal's, I think, is the best drugstore one I've tried. I really don't like the Maybelline. Everyone raves about it, but maybe I just got a bad one, but it like dried out on me really quickly. And the L'Oreal's just feels more high-end. It's a glass container and like, well, or at least it feels like a glass container, and it's like a heavier, the packaging's just like heavier and feels more like a high-end. And it glides on really good. Now I'm just using this on my top lash line. It's really good for underwater lines too, but I wanted to keep it more neutral, because I basically wanted a neutral eye, but with the pinks. So now I can go in, and I'm going to take Hard Candy 1000 Lashes. This is what the brush looks like. This was a dud mascara, basically. I don't like this. It's really wet, but it just, if you've got really nice lashes already, this might be for you. But I like to plump up my lashes and make them look better. So I've been using this on my lower lash line because it just coats them with color. It really doesn't seem to lengthen them even. The only thing is the brush just feels more cumbersome, so it's not as easy to get into tight spots without smudging it under my eyes. So this is a product I wouldn't recommend, but I use it because I can. I'd like to use it just so that I don't feel like I wasted money. I actually like using the Rocket, Maybelline the Rocket Volume. on my lower lashes, which is a bigger brush, but because the spool brushes are thinner or shorter, it doesn't seem to get as messy. Alright, and now I can go in and do my last coat of mascara. I just try to do this evenly. I don't do the wiggle so much. The first coat I might do where I wiggle the brush to get every last lash. But the other ones are more about quickly coating and not having it clump on me. So that's my lashes done. Oop. Now my favorite thing that I'm going to buy in full when I run out of this is Benefit's Watts Up. That's how much I have left. It's just a tiny little sample, but I only really use this on my like as a highlight. So I put it under my brow bone, and it's a cream, following my cheekbones, and then a tiny bit on the very bridge of my nose. Like, I don't know if you can see how little I put, but very little. And then on my Cupid's bow. Then I use whatever highlighter I want to use, which I'm going to switch it up. I usually use Amber Diamonds on everywhere I just highlighted. But now, because the palette actually comes with Strange, which is this white matte, I wanted to try that, and I actually like the effects. Putting it over the sparkles, it's a highlight in color instead of just being shimmery, but it still has some shimmer because of the fact I put the Watts Up underneath it, which just helps illuminate it. And it's kind of like that illumination from within. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm also using that Strange, on a tiny 266 brush. And I use this in my inner corner, right by the tear duct. That looks so funny because I've got still the stripes from the other stuff. I'm actually going to use Physicians Formula Healthy Glow Custom Blush and Highlighter, if I can open it. When I moved, I went through all my makeup, so I saw some stuff that I haven't used in a while, and this is one of them. I really like this one, though, because it's pink. Who doesn't love pink? Now I just need to find... Well, I'll use this one. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I had two highlighter brushes, but this is the one I've used forever. It's a 130 brush from MAC. And so I'm just gonna dab it, and I dabbed it all over, not just the white, but now I use that to blend out that Watts Up. And the Watts Up also helps me know that I'm blending really well because I'm blending so the line disappears. And if I didn't have that as a guide, I might just be like swish and not blend as well. My nose, I don't want a lot of highlight, and I just highlight it right here, not so much here, because this is more like a glow and highlights the fact I contoured my nose a little bit. But if I do it here, I feel like it looks kind of greasy. And then I'm going to use that 224 blending brush again, and I'm just going to dab it for my Cupid's bow. Huh. My lip ring kind of messes with my lip gloss. And that's everything? I always feel like, was there a step I forgot? Oh. So I'm going to use my Urban Decay De-Slick makeup setting. Actually, I might not use the De-Slick because that's my travel size, obviously. I got it for Vegas, and I like the travel size, but I'm not that worried about my skin getting greasy. It's like towards summertime I start to worry. And Urban Decay All Nighter Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray I'm going to use instead. Same brand, but this one's just for long lasting. See, there we go. So I can put this away anyways. I'm all done. So this is the Urban Decay Naked Palette. Just really light pinks, focusing on light pinks kind of everywhere. I wish the lighting was better. Maybe I can fix it in editing or YouTube. But I'm probably going to do a look of the day too, because I kind of got dressed for a more casual day. So I hope you guys are well. I'll talk to you later. Bye.